Hello and welcome to a new edition of the Silver Bulletin. I'm James King, the sports director.
And I'm Alicia Graves, the assistant sports director.
Let's get right into the highlights from last week's game against Michigan State. What a difference a week makes for this Ohio State football team. The number 12 ranked Michigan State Spartans came to Columbus to face the 13th ranked Ohio State team in what would define the Big Ten race. After receiving the opening kick, Michigan State looked to put some early pressure on the Buckeyes with the ball in field goal range at the Ohio State's 36. OSU defensive end Nick Bosa came up with a big sack on third down, pushing the Spartans back to the 48, forcing them to punt. The Buckeyes wasted no time cashing in on their stop, moving the ball to the Michigan State 47 before sophomore running back Mike Weber burst through the line and went virtually untouched into the end zone. After trading punts back and forth, the Buckeyes hit their stride again, marching down the field, this time with this 25-yard reception from Paris Campbell, which moved the Buckeyes into MSU territory. After working their way down to the 4-yard line on the back of the running game, quarterback J.T. Barrett pounded into the end zone for 6, doubling the Buckeye lead. 3 straight incompletions from Michigan State led to yet another punt. Starting their next drive at their own 32-yard line, Ohio State orchestrated another rush-heavy drive. Weber and Barrett went back and forth, picking up chunk after chunk of yardage before Barrett capped off this drive with his second rushing touchdown of the day. With a 3-touchdown deficit looking at them in the eyes, the Spartans had the ball on their own 17-yard line, and on third down, Michigan State quarterback Brian Lewerke ran to his right before defensive lineman Tyquan Lewis jarred the ball loose for Damon Arnett to recover. With the ball now at the MSU 25, Barrett connected with tight end Marcus Ball for 13 yards, and one play later, freshman running back J.K. Dobbins would work his way into the end zone on this 8-yard catch, giving the Buckeyes complete control of the game, 28-0. After forcing yet another Spartan punt, Mike Weber showed that he was in fact back to his normal self when he broke through the line for this 82-yard touchdown run, giving Ohio State a 5-touchdown lead. After both quarterbacks traded interceptions, Michigan State was able to get on the board with this 37-yard field goal from Matt Coughlin at the end of the first half. The Buckeyes came out just as hot in the second half as they were in the first. Barrett connected with Benjamin Victor on this deep pass as he shook off the defender and fought his way into the end zone for 6. This would put the Buckeyes up 42-3, putting the game completely out of reach. Ohio State would go on to add 2 more field goals before the end of the game, giving them the 48-3 win over the Spartans and taking control over the Big Ten East.
Now let's take a look at the top 5 plays from the game. At number 5, we have sophomore defensive lineman Nick Bosa for this sack against Michigan State quarterback Brian Lewerke for a loss of 12 yards, putting Michigan State out of field goal range early in the first. Mike Weber is back. He takes the number 4 spot for this 47-yard touchdown run up the middle on Ohio State's first drive. This touchdown set the tone for how the Buckeyes would perform for the rest of the game. The number 3 spot goes to sophomore cornerback Damon Arnett for this sideline interception at the Ohio State 7-yard line. A couple plays before that, Arnett had another interception, but it was called back due to a roughing the passer penalty. At number 2, we have sophomore wide receiver Benjamin Victor. Quarterback J.T. Barrett completed a 48-yard deep pass to Victor, and Victor was able to shake off a Michigan State defender to take it down for a touchdown. And the number 1 spot goes to, again, sophomore running back Mike Weber. Weber had a breakout performance against Michigan State, topping it off with this 82-yard touchdown run. Earlier in the season, Weber was dealing with a hamstring injury that head coach Urban Meyer said was near surgical, but it looks like Weber is healthy and in complete game mode.
That's all we have for you for this week on the Silver Bulletin. Be sure to subscribe to Lantern TV on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Also, for game day coverage, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and add us on Snapchat. Thanks for tuning in and see you next week.
See ya.